So directly I am coming to the subject. Today's subject given: impact of diet and lifestyles in manifestation and management of skin disorders. There is no further introduction. I think maybe the first class I discussed something about this skin disease. Here, first, Parituk is not properly identified now. And maybe it may be the largest, it is the largest organ and can tell a bag of for the body. And is the most tortured organ. But it is the most obedient organ because it suffers beating, painting, thrashing like that. But it is one of the most dynamic organs. That is also very important. So, as what is the description of the dermatology of skin disease in Ayurveda? It is coming under Kushta Pragana, as Charaga. Tell this is the Charaga and Sushruta. Here, Saptadravyani Kushtanam Prakriti Virudhi Avannani Bhavanti. Tadhita Trayodosha Patapitta Shreshmanaha Pragopana Vikritaha Dushyacha Sharira Daravattu Mamsa Shonida Desiga Chaturtha Doshopagala Vikrita Iti. Eda Saptanam Saptadadugam Evam Gadam Adananam Kushtanam Atha Prabhavyani Abhinavartamanani Kevalam Shariram Upastaptanti. Here in Sushruta says Viruddha Adhyashana Asatmya Vega Vikhadehi Snehadinam cha Adha cha Ayadhajara Kriya Puragala Karma Yogascha Tugdosha Bhavandi. Sushruta says instead of Kushta Tugdosha. That means Tugdosha and Kushta is synonyms in our science. So Tugdosha Nidana and the Samprapti is same as described in the name of Kushta Pragana. Here, the what is important? Havi Prashnad Meha Kushtayo. That is Charaga says. Pramehanandaram Kushtolpati Nidanam Vyakya Syamaha. Havi Prashnad Meha Kushtadya. Because the prime etiology in our Acharya's period, Havi Prashanal, used in the Yaga period, that is Yaga or Puja. Havis is a Guru Ahara. It contains Gridam, rice, jaggery, and etc. It is a very, very high and Kabhavardhana, Brahmana Ahara. So, Havi Prashanal. So, when this Havi Prashanal, what is Prashanam? Pragarshena Ashanam. So, Havis is a guru or snigdha dravya, and it should be taken in the limited quantity or matra should be hraswa. Prashanam is pragarshena ashanam. It is taking more and more quantity without giving to others. Previously, the Purohitas doing this yaga, they will not give this Havi to other people. And they himself, they are taking that. He previously told that the Meha Kushta is more prone to the Purohita and the people who is sitting in the yaga and taking the prasada more. That is Ajad Havi Prashanat Kushta Meha Dio. Prameha men Kushta Muktasha Pradhan Yoga. Here, due to the Havi Prashanat or Avatya Ahara Vihara, Saptat Dadavaha Pragriti Vigritim Apannani. That is Trayodosha. That is Pragritya or Yuktagarnena Nidanoktena Padapitta Shreshmanaha Prabhokana Virdaha. Then Sharira Dhagavat Mamsa Shonadalesi Chaturtaha Dosho Ubagala Vigrada. That is Dusha. Nidanam Dosham Tad Dosham Sharira Dhagaha Upagadam Vigradaha. Tad Saptadadugam Evam Kushtajananam Hedu. So this is the etiology of Kushta, Nidana of Kushta described in our side. Side Sushruta, Viruddha Adhyashana Asatmya Vega Vikadehi, Snehadinam cha Ayadhayarabha, Puragala Karma Yogascha. Here that is Sushruta telling that it's some Papa Karma. So Sushruta is telling that Duktosha, but Charaga is saying that Kushta Pragarna. Here what is the Yoga Jnanam? From this we have Nidanam. Purva Yoga Nidana Pragruva Lakshana Upashya Aptibhi. Here, Nidanam Purvarubam Lakshanam Samprapti Upashya. Nidana means exact cause, that is etiological cause. What is the exact cause? And Purvarubam and Lakshanam is morphological diagnosis. Samprapti and Upashya is the clinical diagnosis. So these three types of diagnosis should be there to understand the Rogam very, very clearly here. So in Charaga, again in the Kushtanidana Pragrana, telling that improper lifestyle. Virodhin Annabanani, Ravasnikta Guruni. Yes, instead of Havi Prashana, the years back coming, nowadays also Viruddhahara and Dravasnikta Guruni Annani, Rucha Annani more. This is very, very relevant nowadays. Then Bhajadam Agadam Chardi Vegam Shatra Pradikna, Vegudaranam, Vyayama Adi Sandaba, Adi Bukta Upasevinam, Adi Bukta Adi Sandaba, Vyayama Sevinam. It is increase the pitta and heat and the body, cause the deterioration of the metabolism in the body. Again, Shidoshna Lagana Karmam Bukta Nishevanam, Karmashrama Bhayartanam, Duram Sidambu Sevinam. This is Ajarya's period. When the patients become very, very sweating and heat, they will take the bath from the pond or river. And also, Shidoshna Langara Ahar and Kramukta Nishevanam. Shida Mushnam Kramamukta Nishevanam. That means in the hot climate, we are taking cold ice cream and cold juice and taking from the fridge. So, and in the cold season, we are taking the hot. So, by this, nowadays, what is happening? The people are working in the AC. Occasionally, we are going outside, and again they are coming after 10 or 15 again inside, and the AC car driving. Occasionally, we are going out. Daily, this is happening. So, what happened? The body is subjected to different climates at a time. So, the body acclimatization process will be altered by the repeated exposure. So that caused the utklesha in the body or the vessel dilatation and constriction at a time, and the capillaries lumen will be become lose its elasticity, and the circulation will be altered or rectodrushti will become. Like that, nowadays, the night, nobody is sleeping. Up to 1 o'clock, they will be in the mobile and sleeping up to morning 12 o'clock or 11 o'clock. Even the students' period, in the younger period, they are starting this. So that is the exact Nidana Acharya is mentioned here. Nowadays, it's very, very relevant and very, very clear. Hidoshna Langana Karan Kramam Bukta Nishevanam, Karmashrama Bhayartanam Dhruvam Shidambu Sevinam, Adhyana Adhyashanam Evam Panchakarma Apacharinam. Yeah, that is very important. Panchakarma Apacharinam. People want to Panchakarma. Everybody knows that word Panchakarma, but nobody knows what is Panchakarma, how to do it. I have got a patient. He is a director of a Ayurveda college. He is a modern doctor. He came here for the management of consultation of pemphigus vulgaris inside the oral cavity. Kardama Visarga. And there is no relevant etiology. Only they are taking actually they are giants. So they are taking the normal food and they are taking uvas occasionally. So there is no this apatya ahara. And then when I came to know that, what happened, it is due to some overstress. He is a modern doctor, also running an Ayurveda college, etc., etc. He is very much stressed. So some headache and body pain is there. And she was undergone Panchakarma therapy in that Ayurveda college. Panchakarma, she started Snehavana. And the Snehavana not in the IP. Daily she will take the ghee and go to the office, they will work. Like 3 or 4 days, they are giving the ghee. And after that, he did Virena. So what is happening? Immediately after this Snehavana and Virena, after 5 days, some boils came on the inner mouth. So when I again analyzed the patient, he was very, very much stressful and stressed. Running an Ayurveda college in this period is so easy. He is telling I am going to office, evening also I am very much tense. And even though you are taking the ghee, she was undergoing the stress. So in the Snehavana, clearly mentioned, don't take any stress. This mind should be calm and quiet. So by this, the alter of the physiology in the body, that is Panchakarma Apacharana. Even the Vamana, and also another case. BMS students was having this Shita Pitta case. And Shita Pitta, there, either Vada and Pitta is small. And the student was undergone Vamana therapy in the hospital by a young Panchakarma postgraduate faculty. After the Snehavana, not only no Snehavana, only 1 or 2 days to 25 ml, but then next day she was undergone this Vamana. After the Vamana, and she did not go on this Virajana. So what will happen? After 1 week, the pressure came and the whole body will become psoriatic like lesion. It has happened in the Ayurveda college. So that is Panchakarma Avacharana. Even the Panchakarma expert, they don't know how to do Panchakarma, when to do Panchakarma. That is a drawback of few Panchakarma. That is their fault. Clinical exposure is not there. Acharya very, very clearly describes Panchakarma Avacharana. Then Ahara, Nava Anna, Dedi, Malsya, Tila, Lavana, Amra, Nishevinam, Masha, Mulaga, Ishtana, Tila, Chira Gudasha. These are 11 nowadays. Then Vyayamam, Chapiaji. Yes, daytime we are sleeping, nighttime we are not sleeping. Then Vipran Guru Darshan here this coming and the Ayaja period is the stressful condition. Nowadays the stress is in another condition. So these are the etiological principles described by the Charaka or the improper lifestyle physically and mentally. This is very relevant nowadays. Or Vagbhata clearly mentioned Vidyahari Viharena Visheshana Virodhina. Then Sadhinandavada Anya Swaharadesha Videhi, Papmi Karmi Visadya, Pratne Viridamala, Sida, Pramadati Jagga, Tokleseja, Asanamisham, Pushan, the Shadi Kirtia, Nisharan the Stadobehi, Tada Tulik Kurva, the Srodasam, Behi Kirtua, Edani Dadu Dusti, Turi, Vaivar Kurvadi. This is the Sambrati. So think about what is happening in the Sambrati level and visualize this in the well. What is happening in the body by this ahara and vihara, or if we can call it samavastha, or in case of the homeostasis mechanism in the tissue. We are taking the food by the mouth, and the digestive system, it is digesting and it is absorbing to the circulation, coming to the heart, it will go to the tissues and the oxygenation is coming and the waste nutrition materials are excreting. Here, the nitrogen content metabolic waste is you will hear, we have to think, I think in the first class, the food and nutrition, oxygen, carbon dioxide, we have to keep the homeostasis mechanism of this. By this, how this interchange of nutrition and waste happening in the cellular level of tissue level. From the cell, it is coming to the tissue. From the tissue, it is coming to the system. From the system to the circulation. From the circulation, it is called the excretory. This should be the proper food metabolism, nutrition and waste management, or avahanam, visarjanam and pajanam. These three functions coming under Vata Pitta Kapha should be proper maintained. Also think what happened in the subtle level of the skin. Suppose is the skin. Here, in the subtle level, what is happening, you have to think in that level. Here, and the arterial and capillaries, arterial and venous end. The arteries gradually connected by venous end. And this here, interstitial fluid in the tissue level. From the arterial end, the nutrition is coming to the interstitial fluid. From here, the cell is taking this nutrition, waste is coming out. From this, waste is going to the venous end. Extra fluid and fat will be absorbed in the lymphatic system. By this, the interstitial fluid should be maintained very clear and pure. Since in the pure interstitial fluid only the cells become viable. In the skin also, when the properly nutrition is given to the cell, or skin is very, very important because the cells are one by one, which is clearly maintained. So since it's a multi-packed cell, maintaining its dynamism by the forces on this area. Here, the arterial and the blood circulation through the artery should be maintained properly. Then only the hydrostatic pressure and the osmotic pressure in these two areas should be maintained properly. So this pressure in the artery end depends upon the viscosity of the blood and the force by which the blood is traveling to the artery. By that, the nutrition is coming, get inside the interstitial fluid. Like that, the pressure here and the venous pressure depends upon it will absorb the unwanted waste material, and the remaining will be absorbed. So the force here, it should be maintained properly by the blood, purified blood, or it is called a Rakta Shuddhi. When the blood is improper, by the extra accumulation of the waste in the blood arterial and or extra overnutrition, etc. This is cause this nutrition status of the interstitial fluid will be changed. Here the rasa is considered as a plasma, including the interstitial fluid and lymph. Capillaries are the vascular pools of the recta. Mesoderm adipose muscle tissue. This also the movement of the muscular tissue is also maintained the arterial flow. And Sweda is the sweating channel. Here, Kapha is the protoplasm, Pitta is the metabolic function, Vada is the controlling function. This should be maintained properly. That is called a Samavastha Vada Pitta Kapha Moolam. And also it is called a homeostasis mechanism. So, what is the homeostasis mechanism? Actually, the cell will be viable when the interstitial fluid will be pure and normal. So there will be some small internal fluctuation, and also it will have the external environment also influence. So when the interstitial fluid should be maintained, it is not able to maintain, this will be not be good. So the ability to maintain relatively constant internal condition, even though the outside world change continuously, is called the homeostasis mechanism. So the cell should be maintained from the protect from the constant internal condition within the cell and within the body. And there will be large external fluctuation and the small internal fluctuation. In the animal cell, it should be maintained properly by the normal functioning of the respiratory, digestive, circulatory, excretory systems and regulate the metabolism in our body. Pathological condition is due to the chronic disturbance in the homeostasis mechanism of the biological tissue. Now become the disorders of serialization and industrialization. Why? Because I told you previously, the life dynamics altered by Haviprashna or Mehakustadya. By Haviprashna, the normality of life dynamism, 15 times breath a minute, 60 times heartbeat, morning, evening, night, our physiology alters. 28 days, our body replaced by new cells. Skin is one the most dynamic part of the body. Maintaining the brain mechanism of the skin should be maintained properly. Then only a healthy and disease-free skin will be done. So when this is altered, how it is altered? Because here, how it like to be the resurrecta dushti. When the resurrecta is called the predanam jivanam karma. When the rasa and recta is very pure or nutritious, normal, physiologically level, predanam jivanam is happening. When it is tushti, predanam jivanam or tushti pushti is not happening. So it is called tridosha. It is happened to tridosha dushti. That is especially avalambaka sheshma. Khataka pitta vyana vayu vaivanya will be there. Pitta prana and udana vayu will also be altered. So gradually the normality of the skin will not be proper. That means here the artery will be, the blood will be, recta dushti means it causes the metabolic function and stressful function. Both these cause recta dushti. That means the improper metabolism, and recta dushti means its basic gravity will be more and its content will be more. The flow is altered. So the artery will become, or the srodha dushti artery will become swollen. Due to that, nutrition will not be proper here. Waste management will not be proper here. The cell viability will lost, it is death. Due to that, in the skin, when more and more cell death is happening, it will become the epidermis will be damaged. And the same happens to the external, the bacterial infection. Here, instead of this external pathology changes or the kshatam or the bacteria, virus, etc., this called reverse. Here it is starting. And then nijam, it is coming here. Here, why this? The resultant disturbance of the forces intraepidermal coherence and dermoepidermal adherence. These are the two forces by which the skin intactness is keeping normally. So due to the mithahara vihara or improper lifestyle, this is happening. That causes the skin. So what is happening in the subtle? Due to the internal or external fluctuation of the pressure. Here, this is viability loss, the cell will become flat. Here, when the cell becomes pressure, this cellular changes happen because when it is, maybe one day it is not problem. Repeatedly it is happening. Daily they are taking Viruddhahara. Daily 24 hours stress. There is no sleep for months or years. Like that. frequent exposure, there will be defect in the cellular metabolism. And that called a cumulative toxicity. Now, improper waste will be accumulated in the cell. That will cause the mitochondria vibrations altered. That is called energy vibration. In the cell, the mitochondria should be vibrated in a normal way. Then only the energy will separate to the cell. Here, the mitochondria vibration will be altered, and that alters the homeostasis mechanism in the cell death will happen. And when the more and more tissue death results, more and more cell death happen, that become a pathological condition, because one or two the body will adjust. And this is the subtle level. Almost all the disease is happening. This cell death, when it is the skin disease happen. When the same cell death more happening in the uterus, maybe adenomyosis or fibroid will come. The same in the liver, it is called liver cirrhosis. And it is the kidney problem. When it is in the uterus, ovary, it is called PCOD. So actually the cellular level or by subtle level, this is the pathology happening in our body, cause different disease. Here in the skin, this cell death is happening in the cell, because it contains more and more cell tightly packed, because easily the force altered and disease become. So that is the actually the pathology or the sambrati of the skin is clearly we can visualize like this from the Shloka Mityahariva. Here, use test of a physiology book. What is the normality of the normal content of the even the uric acid like that? There will be optimal level is there. Then only the blood flow will become smooth. When it is increased, here, think about the Rakta Dushti. I told you that Rakta Dushti, Prenam and Jivanam, Tushti and Pushti, and that affects the nutrition, circulation, and cleaning of the body. And when the acid-base balance alteration, lower the resistance, become more sensitive, and the change our body will become more Ruksha and Ushna. Then Shita Snigdha of the skin. Normally, our body is Shita and Snigdha. When it becomes Ruksha and Ushna, it is abnormal. It is cause pathological condition. That gradually affect all over the body. When Krishnam Shariram Vyapnodi, Tada Krishnam Shariram Vyapnodi, Tada Visharanda Tadobahi, Krishnam Shariram Vyapnodi, it affect the whole body. Here I tell you one thing. Suppose this uric acid, you normally up to 3, we can call it normal. But when the uric acid is increased in the body, why it is uric acid increase in the body? Because the uric acid is coming from the protein, especially animal protein, which is called a byproduct of the protein metabolism or 16 amino acid. When it is increased, the uric acid is, or urea will increase and uric acid will be more. So normally our body will eliminate or excrete the excess protein byproduct or uric acid, urea, etc. But when it is beyond the capacity of the excretory system in our body, it is increased, or the excretory organ will become very weak, this will be increased. And the content will be more, and like that allergy, ESR, etc. will be increased in the body. That means the specific gravity or the acid-base, everything acid-base balance will be altered in the blood. So that is called the Rakta Dushti. So think about that. So normally I told you the basic in the molecular level cell death. Here DNA is the basic structure. It breaks all the time in all of us. Heals themselves. That is normal. But when it is beyond, and in the cut abrasion, muscle cut will heal naturally. Within 7 days, it will heal. That healing takes place in DNA also, the subtle level. Because I told you the body adjusted. That is called homeostasis mechanism. The rate of repair of DNA changes in infants and old men. Infants is faster, old men is slow. So the rate of break and repair of DNA will influence the pathology. That depends the lifestyle as the nidana. So all this nidana, mityahara, vihara is affect the repair and breakdown of DNA in the subtle level. That causes the cell death. So even what will be the sleep at daytime or not sleeping the daytime, night, or what will be happen in the Hirashna Lemina, etc. will the body will not be able to adjust the control the repair of the DNA when it is breakdown as a normal physiological level. So that causes the cell death more. When the more and more cell death, this is happening in the subtle level. So here we can see. I told you this one here. Now this one. So what is the samprapti from Rakta Dushti? Ectopathogenesis. From the Rakta Dushti, there will be some formation of Amavisha in the cell or endotoxins in the cell. And that causes Srodha Dushti, that is obstruction of metabolic channels. And it will cause Koshanasham or cell death. And it is called Shladhi, Dosha and the Shladhi Kritya. Mityahara Viharena, Vishesha Ama, Sadhu Karmi Prathna, Sira Pravadya Vidyaka, took Plasikas, Ramshan, Dosha and the Shladhi Kritya. Here, due to this endotoxin, obstruction of metabolic cells, Srodha Dushti, cell death, then fluid accumulation in the dermis, that is called Shladhi, and emergence of disease as signs and symptoms. So this is the Samprapti. So what is here? Malas and Ama, which I should be very, very clearly, we can get it from the biochemistry. Actually, it is the accumulation of the endotoxin. And there is a two condition called toxicosis and retention toxicosis, or intracellular accumulation of waste material. Here I told you toxicosis and retention toxic. Normally, the byproduct of the metabolism or toxic materials, I told you maybe uric acid or this other material. Normally, our body is able to excrete the waste material properly. But when we are taking more and more chicken and etc., the uric acid production in the cell will, the body will be more. So that is not able to eliminate properly from the body or fully. Or maybe due to the Vagbhatasarani, the excretory organ is not able to eliminate the accumulated toxic material or byproduct. So that exists in the body cell, or that will accumulate in the body. So that condition is called a toxicosis condition or retention toxicosis. And that causes the intracellular accumulation of waste material. This is the from here the skin will become vitiated, or in the dhatu and dosha will be accumulated, and disease is happening. And what is meant by Srodha Dushti? That Srodha Dushti, here it is Rodham, there are three types. Rodham, Sankojam, Shobham, these three types of Srodha Dushtis. Here, Rodham, obstruction, Sankojam, spasm, Shobham, inflammation. All these three will be happening in the body. There are three types of Srodha Dushti. Srodha, Rodham, Sankojam, Shobham. So these three will happen in the skin and dermis or epidermis cause Srodha Dushti. And what is Srodha? Actually, it is the Indian Srodamsi Khalu Parinamam Abadyamananam Abhivahini Bhavandi Ayanarthena. That includes internal transport system and the metabolic pathway, receptor channels, ion channel, neurotransmission. All these are coming under Srodha. Srodha Dushti everywhere. Even nowadays, due to some autoimmune disease, actually neuromuscular and neurological process, just like this sclerosis or malaria, several diseases newly developed due to the neurotransmission pathway obstruction and due to the new lifestyle. Severe diseases are coming nowadays. So this is the Srodha. And think about the histopathology here. I will show you how this pathology happens. It is a histopathology of the psoriatic patient. Here is the histopathology. Here the epidermis is very, very thick. Here hyperkeratosis, marked thickening of the stratum corneum. It is a very dry lesion, very dry. It is thick. Here diminished granular cell. But here the dermal papilla will be elongated. And in the dermis, you can see patchy infiltration of the dermis with the dilation of the capillary. That means, even though here it is very dry, inside it is soggy and watery. Here it is Utklesha, Sradhigritya, Utklesha. Even though actually it is very, very dry, inside the dermis or sub-epidermal, it will be watery. It is Utklesha, Kavapradana. And here it is the histopathology of acute eczema. It is a chronic eczema. Here the lesion is very, very dry. Here it is inflammatory, oozing, etc. Here everywhere is the epidermis, all other, even the dermis is very, very watery. Epidermis is not see, it is loose. Here it is dry. Here epidermis, malpighial level, and the granular line is very, very thick. But in the dermis, it is very, very watery. So even though we are seeing the lesion actually very, very dry, the inside it is very, very watery. Here, so that means Utklesha will be there. That is the importance of skin disease. Why this Rajarya telling in the treatment? Iti doshe vijide ande tokse shamine behi pralabhahira. What is the importance in the management? Normally, we are not supposed to apply any external oil here. Only clearing this dermis water content or amavastha or Srodha Dushti here. First give Shodhana therapy or Virejana here or Shodhana therapy. Clear the dermis first, then only you are supposed to apply this and external application. Very clear. First, they are telling Virajana, Shodhana Pradhanyam, and the Shamana Ushla, Virajana Ushlas, Shodhana. Then Idi Doshe Vijay, Adidi Ambe Doshe Vijay, Tokste, by Plebadi Shamane Hidam. For Shamana Plebadi, Shamana Mushadani, Abhenga, Lebanani, only after eliminating the internal Soto Tushti. That is very clear. That I told you in the Samprapti, in the cell death, accumulation of waste will be there. That should be cleared first. Then only we are supposed to do this external application. So, one more, I think, tell you here. So, this is the condition. So, we have to clear this interstitial fluid. Then only you are supposed to apply this. Otherwise, here the Srodha happen again. This will be accumulated. Here the treatment is. I told you the treatment is Shodhana therapy. By doing this Shodhana, and here I actually have one Raktamoksha class was there. Why Raktamoksha is very effective in the skin disease? By doing extraction of some venous blood from here, you are creating a negative pressure on the venous pool. By that, the waste will be absorbed very easily to the veins, and we can eliminate from the body. By that, the artery more nutrition will be passed here. So by Raktamoksha immediately, or even Virajana also, that is effect of Panchakarma. If you are doing Virajana or Virajana, you are pulling some water and from the waste from the body. That will create the venous pressure in the vein, and it will absorb the accumulated waste from to the vein. So that the pressure in osmotic pressure, hydrostatic pressure will be changed, more and more nutrition will come here. The reparative process start, the skin will become healthy. So this is how I told you the Raktamoksha effect of the, it is half of the treatment, especially in the skin. So by this, what is the present lifestyle? Here, this is the present lifestyle and etiological factors. This is the skin disease, stress and lack of exercise. How is prashna mimidya vikara? Now, then this is smoking, alcohol, etc. From here, because when Acharya period, Havi Prashna is the only main cause. But nowadays, it's not Havi Prashna. It is not only Havi, but anywhere we can see. So, nowadays we can see multifactorial etiological causes, and which is called multi-dimensional pathological manifestation in dermatology. So, nowadays we want multi-level application of management methodology, targeting, cleaning all the Srodhas, not only one Srodhas. Even the septal level, in the intracellular pore should be cleared. That is called 40 Srodha. It is the internal transporter system. So to the major Ambakoshta not all the Srodhas, even the Pranavaka, Annavaka, Udagavaha, all the Srodhas, 13 types of Srodhas, or it should be cleared. And it to stimulating all the agnis, 13 types of agni, and enhancing the organ function, motivating the micro level metabolism. You have to motivate or stimulate the micro level motivation, metabolism, then only the skin will become normal. So, it is called dosha samyam. So, think about it. We are thinking about the dermatological etiology of skin disease should consider food, what type of food, when he is taking, how much quantity, all this we have to calculate. Living habits, where he is living, what is his dress code, what is his vihara, what he is wearing, what type of job, time of job, everything is important, and climate, where he is living. Even the cold country is hot country or other. Environment and nutrition status, what is he, what type of food, whether it is nutrition or over nutrition or less nutrition, and which area environment he is working. And what is his financial position, whether he is very, very poor, whether he is rich. Even the rich people are more, because I came to know by a study, the people working in the Gulf is more prone to affect the psoriasis, because they are the heavy, high, rich calorie food. Daily 2 times chicken and heavy, high calorie food they are taking. They are sitting in the AC full time. Occasionally only they are coming out. So this cause I told you the etiological factor. And Europe, they are taking lot of red meat with the drinking, like that, because, and the financial position depends. In India also, in Kerala also, the normal climate, they are living in the AC, wearing all types of high polished dress, and they are more tense. They are always in the car, no walking, no relaxation, and the working, both family, no family relaxation, everything is happening. And the education. The education, the Kerala is more educated but not intelligent. All the things, cosmetic, unwanted things they are using. Because if education means the intelligence should be there, that we have to maintain our health properly, but we are people are not maintaining properly. That is the Kerala, the disease, the pattern is more when compared to India. And in here in Kerala, the skin diseases are more and more. You cannot see this type of disease in other state. So that means education is not sufficient to keep our body health. And occupation, what type of occupation is also very important. The people working in the factory, the people working in the other condition, the fish content, and the contamination of the oil and the contamination of the water. Everything when contact will be the contact dermatitis more. I will give some example. So think about what is the Indana? There are Nijam and Agandu, or Sannigishta and Vipragishta, or we can call it endogenous and exogenous. So, Aharam, diet and water is Nijam, cause of Nijam. And Vikaram, we have to consider the sleep, exercise, work, daily routine, and sex life. Addictions and habits, smoking, alcohol, etc. Occupational hazard. I told you, working in the some factory which is manufacturing the fertilizer. The people working there will cause some problem. And contact of the skin by the dress, chappal, shoes, uniforms, cosmetics, and other ornaments, makeup like that. Even the makeup. And the patient is work is the even he's the dance teacher. What type of cosmetic he is applying the face? That is very important. So like that, and his mental status and stress. So the etiology factors will reduce the skin resistance and make it very sensitive. When the secondary precipitating factor is there, the disease will be emerged. So we have to. These are very important. Of course, the lifestyle is very important to skin disease. So think about the stress. Nowadays, it is very, very important, especially for the psoriasis and other autoimmune disease. And the sleeplessness, nervous, worry, anxiety, depression, mood change, lack of concentration, family problem, work problem, financial problem, menstrual problem, menopause. And in the men, it is called andropause and sex problem. All these cause the stressful effect. What happen, when these are there, it affect the endocrine system. And it affect the autonomic nervous system. More energy will be wasted and more heat will produce in the body. Blood to the brain will increase. That will reduce the blood supply to the organs like the skin. So that release of adrenaline, noradrenaline, dopamine, and that will affect the hypothalamus. So gradually the skin resistance will be very, very, very weak. Then cause the skin disease. So this is nowadays very, very relevant. So that is telling you the lifestyle. Our today lifestyle is a very prime etiological factors for the causation of the dermatology problem. And it is I will tell you one of the examples. This is the one of the causes, Nijam. He is a IT person working in the Bangalore. Actually, this is diagnosis spongiortic dermatitis. We can call it seismography. These are the psoriatic patient diagnosed by the modern people. And he's working only in the night. And he's taking only this all the drinks, soft drinks. He eats 2 times chicken and heavy food, no exercise. 12 hours he is working in the computer. From working time is evening 3 o'clock to night 3 o'clock. And he will sleep up to 12 o'clock. And 12 o'clock he will take heavy food. And the night 8 o'clock he will take that. This continuously after 5 or 4 years is continuous like in this cause the problem. So typically Nidana or endogenous etiological factor. And we are successfully managed and we are advised the proper lifestyle. And I told him to quit the job. He quit the job. He is like accountant in multinational IT company. He quit the job and do a 6 hours journey in the data. It's work in the data. Like, actually I told you this also. This is called Dedru or it is a fungal X, which is a ringworm infection. This is a labor. He is working with his uniform like this. And he is washing this only within 3 or 4 days. So here, due to the overperspiration, the fungus attained and it is 5 years chronicity. So I told him to work daily morning and evening, remove this wear cloth, simple cotton cloth on. Here, this is a very, 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 very rare case. She is a 20 years old girl. She is a student from engineering college, government engineering college. He is a very, very active politician also. And daily 2 times he is taking the chicken, etc., even at night time. He is going outside near front side of his collar. There is a dabba, always taking night food with 12 o'clock he was working, and severe tense in the examination also. And gradually his skin becomes sensitive, but he is wearing the pad and underwear very nylon, and that caused gradually the body is very sensitive. She came actually it's a pemphigus vulgaris diagnosed case in the vaginal part. This is a 20 years old girl, pemphigus vulgaris, and they treat her with the steroid exercise. She not reducing. Is it subsiding? Again, it is coming because the etiological factors are not relieving. So daily he is taking ugly food. Gradually, she was not able to take the food. She came to our hospital with this pemphigus vulgaris diagnosed case, and steroid. She was under steroid for 2 years. So these are two. It is called cardamomism. Exact etiological factors what our Acharya told. This is, I told you, this is a fungal infection. This is a detergent allergy, and she is working in the hospital as a sweeper in Trichurishi. She is wearing, first she was using without any glove, and always putting the washing solution is very cheap. It is a very contaminated, it is not high quality. And she developed, and after that she was using gloves, and that gloves itself caused this allergy. I told her to quit the job, but unfortunately, but he managed with her. This is the underwear, from the underwear, the tinea growing is coming. It is underwear. He is an engineering student, 17 years old from Palakkad. He will not wash the underwear daily. 2 or 3 days he will wear this. And lastly, once in a month, he will take all the underwear to the home, and the mother will wash them. Like that. And I told her to avoid this, and he was now okay. So allergy. Second is, what is the common sensitive agent? I told you this gloves is causing allergy. Like that. The metals, nickel, chromium, mercury. Some ornaments by the nickel or chromium cause the allergy. Rubber gloves, belt, footwear. Nowadays the dentists are more prone to take this gloves allergy. And chemical dyes, synthetic resin glues, drugs like streptomycin, cosmetics, kungumam, hair dye, and nail polish causing this allergy. And these are the mithya vihara. Cause for resin. What the cause? The polyester does causing this. It is not the cause, but the formaldehyde and resin dye. It is putting in the process of preparing clothes. That is cause. Nobody can see the dark colored dress. Dark green, dark red, dark color is causing this allergy because that contains so much of resin, dyes, and formaldehyde. Because everybody likes the dark color. And in the Kerala, it is too hot and sweating. When it's in the cold climate, it's okay. But even in this summer season, even the hot season, people are wearing the dark colored polyester dress. That itself called the textile dermatitis. That is a new textile dermatitis more nowadays. And plants like marking net conga, even the plants like our this Bhalladagam. When the people are applying the medicine which contain Bhalladagam is causing this type of allergy, etc. Some of the ointment, I think somebody the Bulgari will apply externally. So to some people it will cause allergy. Internally also it will cause allergy. And presently post-COVID problem, sanitizer and mask. It is about the patients are very much coming because the post-COVID are wearing the mask and using the sanitizer more and more because sanitizer is more alkaline. The skin normally have a pH of acid, so that acid pH protect our body to have contact with the bacterial infection. Due to the over sanitizer, the skin will become more and more alkaline, but is very easily bacterial infection will come. So that is also happening nowadays. So this is one of the allergic cases. Okay, the kungumam and the sandal. Actually, it was the sandal, the artificial sandal, and kungumam caused this allergy. Here, chappal. Wearing this chappal. Adipoli chappal is caused tolipoli chappal. It is adipoli caused tolipoli. Here, this is ornament. Actually, there are two types. Normally, the gold ornament will not cause allergy, but here gold ornament will have rough surface. That rough surface is called irritate, and that called secondary. Here, this is a rare case because this called this patient I got from Malappuram. She always wearing this hijab. Some dress clothing covering this dress and a burqa. And to avoid the the vanishing of the burqa, she is using the some pin. Always that pin using, that pin will causing this irritation and causing this type of disease. I told her to, instead of metal pin, use some plastic pin, or it is better to avoid that. Here, detergent allergy, housewives. It is nowadays, it is not housewives, now boys also. For boys also, gents and ladies both are working in the kitchen. Due to mutual understanding. So, this is a detergent allergy using in the kitchen. This is deodorant allergy. Actually, some cosmetics to avoid the bad smell of the axilla, people are using deodorant. But when it is using more and more, this type of allergy will come. And here the new gen contact. Here it is artificial ornament. Here these are identity card causing, actually in the uniform for the children. This identity is caused with the irritation. These are content of polyester and this is content of some chemical. But there should be a sensitive skin. Nijam nitya ahara vihara. Here the skin will become sensitive and they are not applying any oil. This side become very, very rucha. Snigdha is over it. And we are using this soap. By the soap, the sebum will be over, the skin will become very, very rucha. And it is very easy to contact dermatitis. And here it is allergic to Sahara Tyra. Normally this lady, only slight pain is there. One doctor prescribes Sahara Tyra. Even though the pain is reduced, always she is applying the Sairadi Thailam on the skin. For 6 months, she applied the Sairadi Thailam, and like gradually it is causing this. And after Sairadi Thailam, she is applying soap also, and it is causing allergic dermatitis. So that here nowadays it is a present condition. This page 76 or 80 years old man came with this ecchymosis, that is bleeding through the skin. And by analyzation, came to know that it is a 70 years old man taking aspirin for 10 years. And this is aspirin toxicity. And we will consider it is a visceral. That means when we are using this aspirin for a long period, the aspirin will thin the blood. That means the specific gravity will, the flow of the blood will be altered. Gradually capillary will be dilated. And after the dilated capillary, the skin will become very, very sensitive. When the body is to expose the heat, this capillary will be burst and the blood will come out. Extravasation of the blood. Recently we are getting a lot of patients with this heated allergy or this sunlight allergy. And that sunlight allergy, think that when the patient taking any medicine for the BP or this aspirin for a long period, minimum 3 or 4 years of taking aspirin, the sensitivity skin will increase. Easily this dermatology problem will start. So I told her, even in 77 years, what is aspirin? I told him to contact his doctor, tell that, and that doctor is a good doctor. He stopped the aspirin. Then within 3 months, it cured completely. But some doctors will not take, oh no, your heart will be lost. You don't stop like that. Then they will become. But I have experienced that 3 or 4 patients. The doctor, I contacted them. I told them to contact the cardiologist to stop, and they stopped. Because after 70 years, no need of the aspirin. Something happened. So this is the new gen etiological factors. So the leggings allergy, Kerala lifestyle. Actually, the leggings are supposed to wear in the cold season. Actually, this is the uniform of Kashmir and other cold countries. But in Kerala, we are imitating what the others are doing. We are not scientific. I told you that education will not give intelligence. Even though we are educated, we came to know that the hot is not good. But we will wear, it's a fashion. And that cause the polyester leggings will cause allergy like this. And this is the Velakanda contact. I told you what is the occupation. This is a priest working in the temple. And the oil used for lighting the lamp is very much contaminated nowadays. It's not the pure oil. It is prepared by the waste of the oil and the waste of the meat, especially the tattagada. After preparing the pokkada or other thing, the waste oil is going and they will be put, everything will be put in a pot. I think I came to my hospital in the Thrissur district. From 20 kilometers away from my hospital, one person is preparing this oil. All the waste from the butcher shop, he will boil. And after boil, he will prepare one oil. That is nowadays coming as a Velakanna. And that this disease is coming. It is called Velakanna. And this is nowadays mask allergy. This is 26 years old girl, very beautiful girl, faces very beautiful, very attractive. But he was my previous patient. But after post-COVID, she came and I surprised what happened to you. I don't know, sir, with this happening, I'm not very itchy. And I told you that it's the causative of the mask. But within 2 weeks, it was completely cured. Avoid the mask. She is not wearing the mask nowadays. So, in the same, the what treatment side, because that is the lifestyle and the etiology. In the treatment, the same lifestyle should be changed. One thing I told you, skin is very much related to the brain and intestine. And secondly, the skin is related to ectoderm and mesoderm, because the epidermis is developed from the ectoderm, from where the brain is developed. So the brain is very much related to epidermis. The dermis is embryologically, dermis is developed from the mesoderm, from the where the stomach is developed. So both dermis and epidermis is very much connected to the intestine brain. That is, these two actually is very related. Stress and Mithya Ahara Vikara. Other three factors. Mithya Ahara Vikara plus mental tension. So we want psychological and physical treatment. So I mean physically, Shodhana and Shamana. So management principles are Prasadana, Srodha Shodhana and Dosha Shamana. To relieve the symptoms, reduce the inflammation, restore the circulation, clear the metabolic channel. The prognosis depends on severity and chronicity. Consider Vyanavaya and Pranjati. Nidana Parivardhana is the treatment, Shamana is the treatment, Shodhana is also treatment. So adapt 3. So I did what did the treatment? Because I told you here, clear the channels, liquefy the stagnant fluid, remove the accumulated fluid. That is Srodha Vishodhanam, Medovilyanam, Kabasravanam, Malashodhanam, elimination of toxin. Here Kabasram, remove the accumulated fluid. In Ayurveda, Prasadana Karma is doing by Shodhana. Here Shodhana is where I told you, Rektamoksha, Vamana, Virendra. All these will clear the Srodhas and the microalveolar metabolism will be stimulated or motivated, the skin will become normal. So, Pathya is very important. I told you the Pathya is very important to avoid the Nidana. And also here, our non-veg, fast food, bakery, smoking, tobacco, alcohol, Nisha Jagana. And most even non-spicy vegetarian food is good. Proper nutrition with enough fruits and vegetables. Don't drink a lot of water and fluid. Proper sleep, healthy family communication is very much needed. What is called Nidana Parivar. And here, Ajaratali, Sharia, Eva Goduma, Varadosha Priangava, Mugga, Tiktashagani, Chowdha, all these can prescribe. Mudgam Chero, daily take some Goduma, roti with the Mugga dal, is enough. Tiktashagani, Kanavelam like that, and Chowdram, you can add here. Not Amala level Kadam, the Dugda, Buddha, Anuba, Tila, Masha, Tejetara. These are nowadays more and more we are using. So Nidana Parivardhanam lifestyle adaptation is very important. That is Shodhana is very important. What is important effect of Shodhana? I will tell you. How this Shodhana is affecting the Samprapti Vigatana. The Shodhana is the biopurification therapy. In the skin disease, as per the lifestyle is more important. Due to the improper lifestyle, more and more Sapta Dhatu is become through. And all the Shodhanas will be complete. So simple Shamana therapy is not enough. Here, biopurification means transmembranous purification. And there is a transcutaneous purification. Nekamana and Swayadana stimulate this transmembranous purification and transcutaneous purification. Then another internal purification therapy by Ardhana Karma, Vamana and Virendra. Thirdly, systemic purification by Rektamoksha. All these are Ajara Teli Pachat, Chadrani Peda, Masa Chajar Japadastan. Shuddhi Mudisya Triata, Shashti, Masas Mokshamcha. The important is like this. The biopurification, transmembranous purification, transcutaneous purification, and internal purification. Equals Snehana, Mahana, Swayadana, stimulate these two. Pancha Pradhanagama, Pavana Virendra, stimulate this one. Systemic purification by Rekta. That is an important of Rektamoksha. One class was there about Rektamoksha. Experience Rektamoksha in dermatology is very important. So what is important? Actually, I told you the endotoxin is the causative factor. What is endotoxin? The secretory, excretory and waste products are thrown out by plasma membrane through exotoxicity from the cell. I told you from the cellular level, the endotoxin malaria. Normally, the waste material, the secretory and excretory and waste products are thrown out by the plasma membrane through the exotoxin. Waste contain more nitrogen molecules and carbon dioxide. When the waste remain in the cell due to failure of the exocytosis, leads to pathology. The exocytosis is very important, but that is not happening when the molecule are excess in the cell. So, biomembrane, why it is not coming out? Due to the cell membrane shows selective permeability and retentivity. Lipid soluble substance can have better permeability. Biomembranes like endoplasmic reticulum is helping detoxification of the toxic chemical by conjugating with the lipids and proteins. In cell, complexion of molecules to form lipoprotein, glycoprotein, phospholipid, and sulfolipids is important. Lipids, that means snehana act as lipidizing factor. That is the importance of snehapana, because our body is basically snigdha. When it will become rucha, these membrane selectivity will be lost. That is the waste material from the cell is not coming out. This I told you the site exocytosis is not happening properly. So snehana should be the body will become more and more snigdha. That's called the snehana or lipidizing function. That is important of snehana. That is transmembranal purification. So facility when snehana is introduced, that is the importance of. As I telling first, Tiktaga Gradam and Mahatikta Gradam. Pajittak Tikta Gradam. Ajarya Kustinam Sneha Varina Sarvam Purva Ubajare. Give first snehana. Because when snehana is introduced, it may improve the complexing of waste and make easy for exocytosis. Since the cell membranes have made up of lipoprotein. Lipids is that it facilitates the diffusion through the biological membrane. It can cross the barriers which is the thickened cytoplasm. So that is the important of snehana. By lifestyle, the body will become more rucha, so give snigdhata by the medicated grana. So important sneha shodhana acts through the systemic channel. Purvakarma acts through the biomembrane. It stimulates the diffusion process. It fulfills the effect of shodhana process. It has both a curative and preventive effect. So snehana is more important, especially in the food also. Give gradam in the food also. Avoid ruchada ahara. Patya is very important. Avoid rucha ahara, all types of viridahara, all types of fast food like that. So, and secondly, psychology aspect. Adapt a lifestyle, yoga and meditation, along to the Vivasha and Sattvavidya, your mind power will come more. You can adapt it. Actually, everybody want to avoid non-veg, but while you are going, the smell from the tattikada will attract the people. They are very much addicted with the lifestyle, addicted with the fast food. The smell coming out of the hotel is attractive, addictive. So your mind should be that is not healthy. Avoid it's not easy. So you do yoga, meditation, along the Vivasha and Sattvavidya. Avoid all types of fast food, etc. Adapt a good lifestyle. And usually in our hospital we are giving it to Namapari. That is chanting the mantra. As per Salam, we will give to patient to chant the mantra. By doing this mantra japa, the mind will calm and quiet. He can select the wanted thing. Ajay telling, Brother Dama Yamaseva, Brother Dama Yamaseva, Yagashila Biyogo, Dija Guru Sura Puja, Sarva Saitri Shumaitri, Dina Dina Sudadara, Bhaskar Aradhanani. This is very important. I told you one of the examples. This is a patient, I think I described it. I told you he's a policeman, daily chicken 2 times, alcohol, his duty is para. So here, the disease caused by lifestyle, and he's wearing the socks and shoes. So, socks and shoes is the secondary. Inside this, I told you this varicosity. This corresponds to daily 2 times chicken and alcohol, daily standing minimum 12 hours. So even though we are cleared, I told him to avoid the duty, but he is not able. I given a special letter to the DYSP who is to him so under she is working. I think he is from Kodagara, and he changed the duty to some other sitting position, and he escaped. So this is the after and before. Along with the medicine, I have advised him to proper lifestyle, and he is completely cured the disease. Here, I told you the contact with the food. This Amachi is daily using fish curry. 210 with and is more and more spicy. That spice contact here gradually it is and I told her to avoid it, but even though it is avoiding the normal food, spicy food is called. Then I told her to use spoon, and now I think last week this patient came here. This is the content. He is the last week, not for this purpose, to another purpose. Last week in my OP she came. 10 years back she treated here. This is allergic eczema. Actually, this patient is coming from the Gulf. And even most of the doctors, including Ayurveda, Dr. Diagnosed is a psoriasis patient. And he treated all the Panjarma, but no curing. And lastly, I understood that this is not psoriasis, it is an allergic eczema. His food habit, he's working the night, Gulf, is he working? Even he's taking the ottagam and the meat of the camel, like the full, just like I'll take you all the Arabian food. And when history taking, he's telling that he had previously some asthma patient. Now it is not. So I checked her IG. IG was 5,000 above. So this patient diagnosed allergic, and I told her to take only fruits. And he, after 1 month, he took only fruits. And with this, after the Panjarma, he has taken only proper Pathya. He is completely clear. So Pathya is very important. Here it is told it is hand. The patient treated several places, whole blackish color. And he came here. I told him, and he's only 45 years old guy. He's working in front door assistant. He told that I am not able to. So I think you just quit the job. Otherwise, I cannot help you. And he quit the job and did another job, proper medication and proper Nidana Parivarjana. He became very, very normal. Had this and solar allergy, both is causing this problem. So this I told her to avoid all she made a special underwear for her. And only cotton dress and no spicy food, only 2 times food with proper vegetable and fruit. Now she's cured like this, but it is not fully cured. She's okay. So another thing here to this Nidana. Sister telling Puradana Karma Yoga. Okay, some problem in the Dharma we cannot explain. But even though we are going the medicine properly, even though the patient is keeping proper lifestyle, I think if some patient is coming, it is not working properly. So in that, then we will come to the astrological consultation. And by that, I think because I told you that some force is working. Plus, what is the thing in relation with the dermatome and this disease? In psoriasis and the leukoderma and the eczema, some places will be affected particularly. In the dermatome area, we can see. And notice itself, patient, especially in the shitram and the psoriasis. It will come as it's neurological. Now the psoriasis is coming to the some neurological causes. Shitram also. Some dermatome level the patient lesion will be. So these are, and this is the dermatome. Here we can calculate the chakra, Shad chakra, Panja chakra, Shad chakra, and its involvement in energy vibration through this circular way. So we have to think in that light. So in that, I told you the Deva Vyabhasha deals are affecting this. Because everything in the universe vibrates with the movement of electron, proton, and neutrons of atom. At cellular level, bodies are nucleus surrounded by rotating waves of energy. This is influenced by nature, especially in Navagraha. Because when the body, our body is always in the dynamic momentum state. The earth is rotating its axis. The earth is rotating to the sun. So always we are in a momentum and dynamic state. So, and as per that, I observe the effect of Shenigraha and Rahugraha of 30 patients, 25 effect is Rahu and Shenigraha. I had a 50 patient that I documented with the full, especially the psoriatic patient, 50. Out of that, 25 are affected Rahu and Shenigraha. And I told him to some simple they will be as a change, and that very effective. So here that is the important gradation. Here Ayurveda advice multi-dimensional management, physical medicine, mental medicine, and spiritual healing. So and also I did some another research in the some of it. Scientific, economic, effective, and management. Our holistic C project. This a patient suffering from psoriasis is a captain in the ship. Actually, I given only where is that? Kaishwara Guglu as a dosha shamana, Villuadi as a gara shamana, Chandra Prabha with a solution. He is taking new fish from the but time is over. Anything problem?
No, continue.
Okay. So the patient history is a captain. He's a lot of trust, and he is taking a lot of fish also. Because from fresh fish, he is taking from the sea and grill and he taking and chronic also. And I give only lastly one result. Kaishar Gugulu Dosha Shamana, Vilyadi Kudia Gar Shamana, Chandra Prabha Dosha Soda Shamana. And I told because wash with salt water for Kapha Shamana and apply cock and oil or water. And Patya, turn it to chant 1,000 times morning and evening Namah Shivaya Mantra. 20 minutes sun bath, relaxing technique. Morning kanji only, lunch rice with vegetable, night only fruit, daily 30 glasses of water. This protocol I applied for several people and I documented it. You can see the result of the combining physical and psychological treatment. Another one, this one, is a diagnosed psoriasis, but it is not a sign, it is a they're diagnosed psoriasis, but our is spongiortic dermatitis actually. Wheel dermatitis of visceral. Or we can call it stigma also. Here is the same principle I applied because scientific economy effective management. Here only 50 rupees will come for this medicine. For this medicine, only 50 rupees. Because one Kaishar Guglo, normally in Kerala it is 2.5 rupees. But you can purchase with 1 rupee, so 70 paise from the other places. You can get from the North India. I told you Himachal Pradesh, Himachal Pharma or another towards Pharma is there. Only 75 paise for Kaishar Gulu, 50 paise for Vilya Dulia, 1 rupee for Chandraprabha. So altogether 1 plus 1 3 times this only 50. So 1 2 points that's way 3 times. That means 10 rupees per day. Maybe 40 for 7 days only more nearly 30 rupees will cost. Only 30 rupees cost per week. So it is economic and effective and scientific. I tried this for several people. Very good. Economic. People think that Ayurveda will take more time and Ayurveda will be costly. No, very, very economically effective. You can manage the dermatology problem like this. But proper food habit, lifestyle disorder, lifestyle adaptation, and mental stress relieving is very should. So influence the lifestyle, healthy skin, wholesome food, pure natural air, cleanness of the skin, abhingam, sufficient sleep, necessary exercise, proper sex, calm and peaceful mind. When it changes, vibration altered, then pathology starts or dosha or vishesh. So lifestyle impact is very important in skin disorder. So request everybody or advise everybody adapt a proper Ayurvedic lifestyle. Nowadays, the foreign people are coming to get how this Ayurvedic lifestyle. And it is better to advise lifestyle to the foreign people, not do the Panchakarma therapy. So that is the need of this post-COVID era, especially for the foreign people, the advising the proper Ayurvedic lifestyle to maintain the skin healthy and beautiful. That's all from me this class. If you more doubt, you can contact this number or you can attend our online class on Ayurveda dermatology for theoretical and practical training to become excellent Ayurveda practitioner. Thank you very much. All the best.